Welcome back to another YouTube video, bro. We're getting inside of Clash Royale. I don't know what that title says, but we active blacks, so we know that it's gonna be a beautiful freaking art piece of a video. No troll. Yo, tag blacks in the comments, bro. Tag blacks in the comments and tell him I love you, bro. Because this guy has literally been teaching me literally every single interaction, bro. Alright, let's go.
While a lot of cards in Clash Royale remain absolutely broken, some others are just useless. Every arena has that one card that feels like trash. From training camp, that card is the mini P.E.K.K.A.
Wow.
But what about the
Wow,
other?
that's actually... Yo, Vlax, we're starting on a really bad foot. Wow. You're really gonna tell me that about my mini P.E.K.K.A. boy? That's crazy.
Arenas. So let's start.
You better have the best freaking reason to say that mini P.E.K.K.A., bro, is the worst card in the game, bro.
Broken. Some others
What do you say, bro?
are just useless. Every arena has that one card that feels like trash. From training camp, that card is the mini P.E.K.K.A. But what about the other arenas? So let's start with
Yo. This guy didn't even say anything. He didn't even freaking say what he was gonna say, bro. This guy just said, "Yo, mini P.E.K.K.A. sucks." Yep. Let's get on to the next arena, bro.
The worst card from the Goblin Stadium is Goblins. Everything in the game seems to counter them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Goblins need to be
can wipe them out.
From the
They
game.
barely ever get chip damage. Skeletons do their job better, and for one less elixir. Even spear goblins are easier to get chip damage with because of their range. But goblins, well, they just suck. Moving on to Arena 2, the worst card from the Bone Pit is the Tombstone. I don't think it's really bad, but compared to other buildings, it's not in a very good state. Cannon, Tesla, and Goblin Hut are much preferred buildings in the meta. The Tombstone can definitely provide some good value against cards which have a slow hit speed, but against other cards, it mostly sucks. A simple log or arrows can counter it instantly, including the skeletons which spawn when it's destroyed. It was mainly used with Graveyard and Lava Hound decks before, but even those decks avoid it nowadays. For the same amount of elixir, Cannon is much better because of its evolution. Therefore, the Tombstone is in desperate need for a small buff to make it viable. From Arena 3, the worst card we have are the Barbarians. The Barbarians have consistently been one of the most horrible cards in Clash Royale. The Barbarians have a nearly 0% use rate with a bad 47% win rate.
I think of the Wizard and freaking Barbarians. And maybe the Void too, bro. Throw the Void in there too.
With their evolution, they're way too slow and easy to counter. A simple fireball.
If you get countered by the Wizard, you know you're
trash. They're good at countering beatdown tanks, but with heavy decks not being too viable in the meta, there's basically no point in using the Barbarians. With the rise of spells and splash damage cards in Clash Royale, it seems really hard for the Barbarians to find a place in the meta, other than bridge spam.
The only deck that you can play with the Barbarians is the Fireball Bait.
Then hit that like and subscribe button. In Arena 4, you
if you're not good at Fireball Baiting
cards, but none more than a Wizard. Every pro in the game agrees that Wizard is one of the most useless cards in Clash Royale. If you're facing a player stupid enough to group their cards together, then yes, the Wizard can provide crazy value, but
you're less than mid-ladder, bro. You're trash.
Do you know what the Wizard's win percentage is? 44%! That's horrible! So, what's the issue with him? First of all, he costs 5 elixir, which is a lot, but for 5 elixir, the value he provides is minimal. He's easily countered by spells like Fireball or Poison, which cost 1 elixir less. Secondly, his hit speed is slow, meaning he's not a threat on offense too. Cards like Musketeer, Executioner, Ice Wizard, or Archer Queen are just infinite times better. There is no deck in the game which becomes better if you put a Wizard in it. On the contrary, having a Wizard in your deck makes it a lot worse. So if you're using the Wizard in your deck, you might need to rethink a bit. In Arena 5, you unlock mostly good cards, except one, and that's the Rocket. Gone are the days when Rocket was used as a sole win condition.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, your takes are kind of crazy. You need to back them up with evidence, bro, because there's no reason why yes, I'm still pissed about this. It was at the start of the video, bro. Why is my mini P.E.K.K.A. king freaking getting compared to by these who was in the first arena, bro? Archer's Giant 200%. No. These guys are good. What else? Minions, bro. You put minions over mini P.E.K.K.A., bro. I haven't seen a fucking minion since like 1986, bro. They're only using like 2 decks, bro. Be honest, bro. Mini Vega at least like you get value from this nigga.
In
Whatever,
spell
man.
cycle decks. Now, with so many tower damage nerfs, its use rates have declined. Every other big spell in the game is better than the rocket. Fireball, poison, and of course the lightning. They all are much
Yeah,
more
the lightning is
versatile. The
wonderful.
problem with rocket is that it has such a small damage area. Therefore, you can't really
Yeah,
use it for
and it's easy to
prediction.
miss.
You also
Yeah,
can't
I
use
get
it for
that.
countering
I get
most
that.
troops because that will put you in a negative
I don't
elixir
use the
trade.
freaking
You
thing.
can only use it if you're not skilled enough to actually break through your opponent's defenses.
Yep.
Expo players. Moving on to Arena 6, the worst card you can unlock here is the Skeleton Army. In my opinion,
Yep.
the Skeleton Army is the most overrated card in Clash Royale. It's literally always a walking negative elixir trade. Log, Zap, Barbarian Barrel, all counter it easily.
Yeah.
If your opponent predicts your Skeleton Army with any of these spells, you're cooked. It's decent in lower arenas when players are not skilled enough, but as soon as you
Yep.
start facing better players, you realize that this card is
Yeah,
absolutely
and
shit.
as soon
With
as you
3
get
elixir,
Goblin spell,
guards,
bro,
and Goblin
you're
Gang
scared
are
for your
far
life.
better option than the Skeleton Army. In fact, you will never really see this card being played at top ladder because everyone, including the pros, know that this card sucks. In
Yep.
Arena 7, a lot of aggressive cards are unlocked.
What the fuck you are looking at? Wait, this is low-key a great game. Hold on, locking the chat. Look at the animation, bro. Do we play this game? Nah, you know what? Like, I low-key don't like playing RPGs, bro. Am I wrong to say that?
And the worst card here
I don't like
are
playing
the
RPGs.
Three Musketeers, arguably the worst card in Clash
Wow.
Royale. The Three
Three
Musketeers
Musketeers, arguably the worst card in the game. Wonderful.
have just never found their place in the meta. They are the most expensive card in the game, but they get countered by spells which cost much less elixir than them. A Three Musketeers dominant meta is something no one wants, which is why Supercell never really touches the card. With card evolutions and spells being so dominant in the meta, I don't think we'll see the Three
Yeah,
Musketeers
literally
return
lightning,
anytime
fireball.
soon. A major rework is needed for the
log
card, but
plus,
it's just
like,
a really
poison,
hard
bro,
card to
kills
balance
the
anyways.
freaking thing,
What
bro.
changes would you make to the Three Musketeers to make them viable? In Arena 8, the worst card is undoubtedly the Battle Healer. The
Ice
only
Golem, please, bro. Yo, let's okay. No, seriously, bro. This is the best take of my life, bro. I literally thought of this on the spot, bro. Tell me the Ice Golem literally could you put the Ice Golem in any other deck than freaking Hog 2.6? It sucks meat, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It literally sucks meat. It sucks meat and it gives you a hickey on the meat, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Ice Golem is such a trash card. Like, I haven't seen the Ice Golem actually do a play, bro. Am I a hater? Yes, of course, bro. I don't like Hog 2.6 players. They're unoriginal. They see a deck that they like, bro, and they train that deck until they get to 9,000. Please, this is unoriginal. We've seen this story too many times, bro. DIY players rise up and live your lives, bro. But no, like, I haven't seen the Ice Golem actually do something in my life, bro. And if you guys can prove me wrong, show me a freaking, edit of the Ice Golem. Because nobody freaking wants to play the Ice Golem, bro. The Ice Golem freaking sucks, bro.
decks that use the Battle Healer to some extent were Elixir Golem and regular Golem Beatdown, but since both of these decks have fallen out of the meta, the Battle Healer has become...
You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me and tell me that. Vlax, are you secretly a Hog 2.6 player, bro? I won't judge you because you make incredible videos, but bro, tell me if you're secretly a Hog 2.6 player, because there's no reason why the Ice Golem is the one that... It's not the one that got picked. Meet the Grant. Dun, 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 dun.
completely unusable. She gets easily countered before she can heal herself and nearby troops. I feel like her attacks are too slow, which in turn reduces her healing potential. A solo Battle Healer is one of the easiest cards to counter on offense. Besides that, she's also useless on defense.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Ice Golem provides no value, bro. It provides no value. I don't care. You could use an Ice Spear and it do the job better, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there's an alternative to this, bro. Battle Healer, bro. I don't think there's any alternative to this, bro. Like, if you have a Battle Healer behind the Golem, who else is gonna do that? Not the Heal Spirit, because that's a one-time use. I'm telling you that battle healer is way more important than you guys think, bro.
It's because of her low damage. I'm not sure how...
And more decks use a battle healer than freaking Ice Golem, bro. I haven't seen the Ice Golem deck different than the Hog 2.6 in the top meta. No troll.
Supercell will decide to design her evolved version, but I really wish it's not anything toxic. A battle healer meta will be the most obnoxious meta we've ever had, and I hope we never get that. In Arena 9, we have some good cards, but also the worst card in the entire game, the Barbarian Hut.
Yeah,
it's undoubtedly the most useless villain in Clash Royale. For 6 elixir, you get a horrible building which can't counter anything.
1 day ago, bro?
It dies to every big spell. The Barbarians don't do
bro,
shit.
Who remember when the Jungle Arena used to terrorize mid-ladder players, bro? I swear, bro, you used to pull up the Jungle Arena and you actually had to learn how to play, bro, to actually compete with these people. Like, think of Arena 20, but 20 times harder because your cards are under-leveled. The friggin' pay-to-win people are, like, at level 10. No, not even level 10, like, probably level 9. They're at level 9. They're terrorizing your game. Think about it, bro. It's just actually... And this was a meta where, like, Mega Knight used to be, like, prominent, bro. Like, you got a Mega Knight, bro, you win every game.
Negative elixir trade every time. The major issue with the Barbarian Heart is its low hit points. For a 6 elixir building, you would expect to have at least some decent health. But no, it dies to even a 3 elixir Earthquake. It poses no threat on offense.
Yeah,
it spawns 3 Barbarians at a time. They are
It doesn't matter what other cards
there
are, bro. Like, any other cards is better than
getting a rework, so I expect Supercell has a nice rework in store for the Barbarian Hut too. But until then, Barbarian Hut will hold the title for the worst card in Clash Royale.
What freaking...
Moving on to Arena 10,
what
rework
can Barbarian Hut have, bro? I feel like you would have to make it a Barbarian launcher, right? The Barbarian launcher or nothing, bro. Because, like, literally this card sucks. Like, or you just give it massive amounts of freaking health on the building, or you just, like, you rework this thing, bro. Like a super Barbarian that, like, bursts babies on the ground, like, on the spot. Like, I don't know. Yo, I'm just pitching my ideas,
Supercell. Minion Horde. The recent buff to the minions made them viable.
Yeah, Minion Horde, I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody runs arrows, so
despite
it's
the
not
new
even
increased
reliable.
range, the problem with the Minion Horde remains the same. It costs 5 elixir, which is way too much, and in return, it provides next to no value. The biggest counter for the Minion Horde are the arrows, which are always super popular in a meta. As long as arrows remain viable, the Minion Horde has no place in any deck. There are many splash damage cards in the meta too, which makes it further difficult to use the Minion Horde.
Cards
Do you think the Minion Horde should cost 1 less elixir? Discuss in the comments. Arena 11 is filled with...
I'm still pissed, bro. I'm still pissed. Why did Mini Feka get picked there? There's an obvious freaking pick. Minions, bro. Pick the fucking minions, bro.
Dairy cards, and the worst one of them.
Instead of day trading,
oh my, wait, I remember Electro Valley. I was really excited to get to that because I think this is when, like, you unlock like 11 freaking legendaries, bro. After unlocking your first one, I think Loki's gonna pick Electro Wizard. Loki, Electro Wizard. Pre-pick.
The Sparky, the infamous trash can on wheel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, something needs to add up, bro. Okay. Sparky gets countered by Royal Drop and Skellies. That's a 4, 2 minus 2 lost, okay? Cool. Electro Wizard gets countered by Fireball, which is a 0 lost. Okay, that actually makes sense. No troll actually makes sense.
Has been in a terrible spot since the last few years. It takes forever to shoot and can be distracted so easily. Not to mention you can literally reset her attack with a stun card. Logbait and Royal Recruits have been 2 really popular decks recently, and both of them are a hard counter for the Sparky. Also, the new card releases and the evolutions don't help. It feels like every new card Supercell releases somehow counters the Sparky. The Sparky was being used in only one Goblin Giant deck, but that deck isn't seen much nowadays. Well, I don't mind Sparky being a bad card, but honestly, I dislike it.
Yeah, no,
What about
I
you?
hate
In
Sparky.
Arena 12, the worst card you can find is the Phoenix. We haven't really
Oh my-
seen
okay,
much of
the
the Phoenix
Phoenix is-
ever since the one meta in which she was broken on her release.
Yep.
The only reason Phoenix was good was because she could respawn quickly from her egg, but
Yep.
now that her respawn times have been nerfed constantly,
Holy
it feels
shit,
like you
bro.
never really
How long
see
is
a
this
second
thing,
Phoenix
man?
on the field. She's basically a mega minion which costs 1 extra elixir. Her movement speed is slow,
Yeah, that's
and
kinda
she takes
stupid,
forever
bro.
to
The
reach
flying
the
me
tower.
P.E.K.K.A
Her
forever,
attacks
bro.
no longer deal the same damage as they used to. Other flying units like Inferno Dragon and Skeleton Dragons are infinite times better than her. The Phoenix is
Flying
in a pretty
me
bad
P.E.K.K.A
spot
forever,
right
bro.
now and can definitely use a small buff. Moving on to Arena 13, the worst card we have here is the
Well, I remember this one. This is where you unlock Firecracker. I think he's gonna pick the Rascals though. 200% the Rascals.
Healed Spirit. The Healed Spirit has the
Spirit.
worst use rate out of all the 1 elixir cards.
No, actually,
with
yeah, that
only
makes sense, bro.
1%
That
of
actually
players
makes
using
sense.
it. I'm not even sure when was the last time my Healed Spirit actually healed something in time. Mostly it gets wiped out right before healing
No,
anything.
true, bro.
The Healed
Like,
Spirit is only
why
seen
do you
with
run
some
Healed
toxic
Spirit? Like,
Goblin Giant
who
or Brim
really
Spam decks.
thought it was a
Even
good
those
idea
decks
to
don't
run
really
Healed
have
Spirit?
any need to use the Healed Spirit. I feel like if its damage was buffed, it can be somewhat viable, but right now it's just a garbage card.
Nah, it
As the
low-key sucks
worst
right now.
card for Arena 14, we have the Night Witch. The Night Witch is one of my favorite cards, and it
Wow.
absolutely sucks to see her in the state she is.
I don't
right
remember the serendipity freaking thing, but I remember that I wasn't really excited. I was looking just like, oh my goodness, yo, I'm going so fast. And then I hit the big block stop of Arena 20, bro. Arena 20 has to be like the worst arena in the game.
now.
No
With
troll.
so many splash damage cards being dominant in the meta, the Night Witch has not found a place in her usual beatdown decks like
Yep.
Golem or Elixir Golem. Spells like Poison or Fireball counter her easily. The
Yep.
regular Witch is much better because of her evolution now as compared to the Night Witch. With the Furnace
Yep.
being strong in the meta right now, the Night Witch has become even
She's
more
overshadowed by her
irrelevant than
sister,
before.
bro.
The Fire Spirits instantly kill her bats, and if she's alone, she's
Yep.
not that big of a threat. The Night Witch's use rate
Yeah, because Spirit Empress, like,
declining,
survived
and she
in the
currently
meta,
sits
bro.
at a mere 2% usage rate. I hope she gets an
Dang.
evolution soon because she definitely deserves a place in the meta. Arena 15.
No, she
the
doesn't.
Miner's Mine is actually a gold mine for finding trash cards. It's hard to choose the worst card from such a horrible lineup of
Holy fudge. Mirror, bro. It's yo. I'm not gonna lie, if it's not the mirror, bro, it has to be the mirror, bro.
cards. But if I had to choose one, it would be the Clone Spell.
Wow.
It's
You know what, bro? I actually understand that.
good at catching people off guard, but once the surprise factor is gone, you're done. The clone has a less than 1% use rate and a terrible 46% win rate in Clash Royale. There are
Yeah.
very few cards that benefit from the clone spell, and they too have fallen out of the meta. The only card you can synergize clone with right now is the Skeleton Barrel. But when everyone's running a shit ton of spells, buildings, and splash damage dealing
Wait, did you
few
just
cards
curse?
that benefit from the clone spell, and they too have fallen out of the meta. The only card you can synergize clone with right now is the Skeleton Barrel. But when everyone's running a shit ton of spells, buildings, and
Whoa.
splash damage
Yo,
dealing
I've
cards,
never heard him curse.
clone becomes absolutely
Like, no
useless.
judging
In
or
Arena
nothing.
16,
Just
you
going there.
unlock two
Oh, okay, I think this is where you get minor or something like that.
champions, the Golden Knight and the Skeleton King.
never
Neither of
mind.
these two are actually bad, but if I had to choose, the Skeleton King is definitely the weaker of the two. He's mostly only seen in mortar decks and
Yeah, I'm not
maybe
gonna lie,
some
the
off-meta
Skeleton King
Elixir
has to
Golem
go.
decks. You always need to
Okay,
pair
it does
him
have
with
to go, but
swarms
you
to
get what I mean.
maximize his ability. This is a reason why a lot of times you won't even be able to use it. And even if you activate his ability, a simple log or zap can wipe out all the skeletons without
So
his special
basically a
ability.
Skarmy.
The Skeleton
Basically a
King is
graveyard
then
that
easy to
spawns
counter and
skeletons
doesn't really
faster.
provide much value. Next, in Arena 17, the worst champion out of the three is the Mighty Miner. Don't get me wrong, he is a strong champion. It's just that the other two are better. The main deck which used to feature the Mighty Miner was
Yeah.
Logbait, but since it got heavily nerfed this season, other decks are starting to use the Mighty Miner more. His ability is useful if you want to make some smart plays, although you might not want to activate it every time. It's kind of a situational card too. It worked really well versus some matchups. Against others, it's
Okay.
horrible. And finally, as the worst card from Arena 18, we have the Goblin
Goblin Sign? Who was it paired up against though?
Stein.
You know what I don't like? No, like I love this video, bro, because like of course this is like I'm gonna like this video before I criticize it, bro. Okay. No. No. Okay. Yo, also, like, I wanna shout out the comment, bro, that said that eight something. That's the first time he said that, bro. I know you guys saw that, bro. Yo, like, I was actually surprised too. But like, wow, like, you see how I liked it? Don't hate me with no L hater, okay? I like the video, bro. It's an amazing video. I just didn't like the fact that he didn't show the roster of like the cards. Like, of course, it's like as a person that edits too, like, I get that it's gonna take longer, but I truly would like to see my options, and I think this is an amazing video, but I would like to see my options. Can we go back to the times where he cursed though? Like, yo, like, no, like, that was actually surprising me, man. Alright, right here.
And skeleton dragons are infinite times better than her. The Phoenix is in a pretty bad spot right now and can definitely use a small buff. Moving on to
holy shit, Fortnite. Holy shit. Oh, we should play Lego Fortnite, bro.
Arena 13. The worst card we have here is the Healed Spirit. The Healed Spirit has the worst use rate out of all the 1 elixir cards, with only 1% of players using it. I'm not even sure
I think
even
it's
those
56,
decks don't
maybe.
really have any need to use the Golem or Elixir Golem.
Alright, whatever, guys, bro. Yo. Okay. Yo. W's in the chat for this video, bro. This video is an amazing video. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I forgot that. Okay, hold on, guys.
And finally, as the worst card from Arena 18, we
I
have
was
the
about to finish the
Goblinstein.
freaking
After
video.
receiving a series of nerfs, the Goblinstein is a dead champion. If your deck features the Goblinstein, then it's definitely a bad deck. But did you know there are 20 other signs which can determine if your deck sucks
Okay,
or
bro,
not?
like, yo, that W freaking, like, video, bro. I truly want to know, like, my options next time. But W video, W Vlax, W him. He's literally him. And bye. Alright. Yo, chat. Oh my goodness, we're playing freaking. We're gonna play freaking Rob Top game.